When I hit somebody hard, I feel absolutely nothing. I don't feel remorse. I don't feel regret. I don't feel anything. I'm just like, hit him again.
Eric, for you then, what's one lesson that you've learned throughout your time boxing? Just one overarching theme.
That's a good question.
Yeah, that's a hard question.
That's actually really good. There's probably a lot. There's probably multiple.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of things boxing's taught me. You know what I mean? I think for the majority of my childhood, most of my peers and classmates and stuff didn't even realize I was fighting.
Oh yeah, here we fucking go. Wrestling! Yeah. Oh yeah, you're fucking down. Eric, jaw. Look for good punches.
Dude, get up.
Oh fuck. Okay, Eric, that's good.
I always was around the kids and whatnot, but I never hung out with people. I remember summers where I would not hang out with one person. You know, I was training in my basement with my dad or at the boxing gym or just doing other things. And I don't think a lot of people realized until I got older. I was bullied a bit, and I think I developed this internal like rage or instinct to prove myself, not just to other people, but more towards myself, that I could be something. And I don't think anybody really respected what I was doing at all.
How do you feel about your opponent?
He's good. I know him. I've been in the ring with him. I've been in the gym with him before. Now it's just like really isolating, like, and strategizing game plan to like win, not just like work with somebody or anything. It's like, okay, like how are we gonna beat somebody like this? Like their habits, their skills. Like the feeling doesn't change. I know Timothy. Your fight's just getting harder naturally.
Shit. Yeah. I know we're gonna be talking shit in this fight. I just know it.
It's okay.
And at the weigh-ins, and leading up to the fight.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't stress none of that shit, bro. At the end of the day, he can say what he wants. He still got to get in there and fight you. At the end of the day. You got to win the exchanges. And once we win the exchange, get out safe, get back to boxing, make it hard for him to come forward. You know? Let's go. Good jab. Don't you look? Back to our double. Jam it. Break up his rhythm. There you go. Hard commitment. Yeah. Yes. There you go. Keep relaxing. Yeah. Jab. There you go. Up, down, watch it.
When I first got my career started, I didn't go home for Thanksgiving for 3 years, you know what I mean? Like, I missed Christmas, my birthday, Thanksgiving, all this past year, like my time spent with my family, my time spent like people that I truly care about in my life, I don't get to see. And that's been the way since I was 15, 16 years old, you know what I mean? So it's like, I didn't go to prom, I didn't enjoy a lot of the things that like a lot of other people did. But that's just what like it takes, you know what I mean? Like if you want to achieve a lot, you got to sacrifice a lot.
Good, beautiful.
We want to see from Eric Priest, but it was a nice short right hand that hurt Arias. Arias trying to get off the ropes, and he does it to the middle of the round, but he's got his hands up as Priest is controlling this round.
Come on, 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is cramping.
It's okay. Stand up. Stretch it out.
It's not just the physical fight, but it's like your inner voice. You know, you can be your own worst enemy, but in this sport, you have to be your biggest fan. Otherwise, nobody else will. You know, there's lonely moments, man, where you're sitting by yourself. You know, the camera's off, noise is off. All the friends that that are around you all the time, like it's silent. You sit in silence sometimes, and you really like reflect. And you're like, hey, at the end of the day, I'm the one that's gonna have to get in there and fight. It's like an epiphany moment, where it's like, hey, this is really going down. There's no way out. The only way out is through, and that can be a lonely thing. So, I've never told anybody or read this to anybody ever. So yeah, all right. So I wrote 9 days left to live. I can see myself winning this fight. I understand what I must do to win. This fight will change everything for me and put me in the top 10. I see it happening. I will win, and I'm prepared for any situation.
Arias never got comfortable. Oh, there's that right hand that rocks Priest momentarily. A hook from Arias, who's just got to empty the kitchen sink. He's just going upstairs. And why is Priest doing this?
People really think about like their life and like what they've done or what they are doing like right before they die usually, right? And so in my own way, like I'm like reflective and I've made peace with like my life, like my friendships, like, you know, like if something happened to me in there, I just, you know, I got like paralyzed or something, you know, I had a brain bleed. I've had buddies who had brain bleeds in there, you know, and their health was like really jeopardized. It's like, if this is it for me, I'm kind of like, I'm okay with that, you know. It's definitely a little bit barbaric, a little bit animalistic, but it's true. And like you'll realize, you'll learn more about yourself and go to places that you normally would never have gone to ever through boxing. There's nothing like a punch in the face to remind you that you might want to live. The thing about pressure is like, nobody else is gonna get rid of it for you. I might be like, oh my God, I'm feeling all this pressure, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tell Cody I'm feeling a lot of pressure, and then how is he gonna, like, I'm the one that signed up for this. I'm the one that is gonna get in there and fight. You know, like I said, this is the life I chose, you know. When I signed that contract, I accepted the fact that there's gonna be pressure. Like there's another guy training with a picture of me on his wall that he wants to hurt, you know, and people watching and deals and like the career and livelihood. Like I signed up for all that, and so there's nobody to complain to about that. Like you put that on your shoulders and you deal with it. And the way that I deal with it is like by preparing, make sure that I'm ready, because I'll feel more pressure if I would go into a fight unprepared. Honestly, it's just most people quit when things get hard. That is just the stigma, you know what I mean? So, and boxing teaches you, like, hey, like, if you can keep going past where most people quit, but on the other side of that is just greatness, or like you're good at something. And that's a metaphor of life, that's with anything. It's like when most people quit, just keep going a little further. And that's the way I work out, that's the way that I train every single day, it's the way that I spar. I'm always willing to go one more than everybody else. And so I think if I, you know, but eventually boxing is going to be done for me, you know, one of these days, and I will correlate the lessons like that in my life outside of boxing and everything else.
Got the experience. Oh, good shot. But he looks different today. Good shot by Priest. Beautiful right hand. Priest coming out aggressive. Eric Priest asked for it. He got it. Final seconds of our co-main. A good one. And it's been all Eric Priest as he lands a hook right up the bell.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of things boxing's taught me, you know what I mean? To me, like, boxing's a metaphor of life, you know what I mean? It's taught me more about myself than anything else in the world. Boxing taught me more about myself than my parents did, you know? As far as life, I'll say it gets easier. As far as relationships. Yeah, live and learn, man. Live and learn. And as far as boxing, I would just say, Trust the process, see the course. Just show up. Because that's all it took. And when everybody else, like I said, like, things got hard, like, you know, like competition starts getting harder, or like you start having distractions in life, you know, you start getting invited to like events, and these things are happening as you get older. I never deviated from the plan. I never was like, okay, I'm gonna go to prom instead of like go compete in the National Golden Gloves, or I'm gonna sacrifice. No, I just like, we always just stayed the course. And good day or bad day, I always showed up to practice the next day. My goal for boxing is, at one point in my life, I just want to say I was the best in the world. But the mark I want to leave is deeper, you know? Like, in the same way I kind of said, like, people only remember you for like what you leave behind. So like in boxing, if people remember me as like a fighter, yeah, they'll remember me as a fighter for, I don't know, like 5 years, 10 years maybe. But I don't want people to talk about like, oh, he was a great boxer or something like that. I want them to like tell stories about like the time that like I met their kid, or a time that like a memorable time with my family, you know, or like a time that like me and my brother were just like wrestling at the park, or you know, something like that, man. I don't like, that's the kind of stuff that I really want to leave behind. You know, I don't really care if people remember me as a good boxer, you know, but like boxing will be nothing more than a vessel for me to leave the bigger mark of which I want to, you know, leave, which is like inspiration, that like you can be whatever you want to be in your life.
Eric Cheek and Patricia Morse-Jarman see it 99-90. Max DeLuca, 96-93. All for your winner by unanimous decision. He is still the undefeated